Hello, my name is Yaozhong Zhang, and today I will introduce my final project about my online book system. At first, here is the table of content. At first, it will introduce the project and the table content, and the second part is software process model. It will introduce all the model in the software process, including the waterfall model, the prototyping model, the V model, and the incremental model, spiral model, and RUP model. And the third part, it will be the agile development methodology, including the benefits of it and the definition of it. The fourth part is the Scrum process model, including the definition and the 3 sprint of it. The fifth part is the software while design. It will introduce the system context diagram and the data flow diagram, including the sprint 1, 2, 3, and the class diagrams, including sprint 1, 2, 3. Next is the software testing. It will introduce the definition and the objective of the testings, and including many types of the software testing. The seventh part is the software deployment, including the definition and the type of the deployment techniques. And the final part is the software maintenance. It will introduce the definition and different types of maintenance from which software or hardware we choose to make the system, and how do we educate and training our team members. In this project, I decided to make a software about the bookstore. Nowadays, a lot of people shopping on the internet, and I think they can also search for the books they like on the internet. So I decided to make an app to make people can buy or borrow the books they want on the internet. Oh, here is the different types of the process model. The waterfall model, it will follow linear and the sequential approach. This means that if you want to push to the next phase, then you must finish the previous one. And the second one is the prototyping model. This model is fast, and the team member will know the requirements of the customer. It can also reduce the risk of the project. The V model. The V model, also called the verification and the validation model. The characteristic is the next phase starts only the previous one is finished. So you must have a good planning and to prevent if you cannot figure out the previous one. And the incremental model, this advantage of this model is you can at first make the main function of the system, and you can pass it to the customer, and then you can keep renewing it and fix the defects or bugs. And the spiral model. When cost and risk evolution and users are uninsured of their requirements, and this is the best choice. The RUP model. This includes 4 phases: the inception, elaboration, construction, and transition. The different workflows such as management and design can be worked at the same time in every phase. So the final choice is the incremental model, because we want to keep renewing our new functions to the users, and we want to pass to the customers very quickly, so we choose this model. Here we will introduce the agile development methodology's benefit. It have Several benefits. The first one is the adaptability. This means that it could make change of the project very quickly and easily. And nowadays, the business environment are developing fast, so this benefit is very important. The second one is customer satisfaction. We will collect the requirement of the users and make sure that our system will meet all their needs and requirements. Third one is the quality. We will do test and integration of the new code during the development progress to make sure all bugs and defects are figured out. The fourth one is the team communication. The team member will help each other and we will discuss the project every day. The Scrum Progress Model. And this model will help deliver highest value to customer quickly and tracks the work in the very short time. And the product owner is responsible for the profitability, the feature, and release date. And the Scrum Master is responsible for managing, and the team member usually consists of 5 to 10 people. Here it is the 3 sprint. The first one is make the user interface. The very high demand is to make the main page and the sign up page. And the next one is the book category page, vote and recommendation. And the last one is rating review, contact link or checkout page. Sprint 2 is to make the book search system. So user can search the books by category, by book name, and it also will show different channel, including the men's favorite book, woman favorite, or the kid favorite. And the last one is search history. Sprint 3 is a personal account. So this part will develop the system about the page of the personal account, including their ID, pass number, email, address, and shopping cart. Here it is the system context diagram. This is the first one. This is the second one, the search engine. And the third one, the personal account. And here it is the data flow diagram. This is sprint 1. So yeah, we have the database of the book data and the database of the user and database of the order. And here it is the page review, category, recommendation, checkout, and the contact link, the page for sign up, page for login, page for the index. And the search engine, people can search the history and they can use the engine to search the book by category and they can look for their favorite channel. Here it is the personal account, including the database of book, the user, and it including the wish list, the email, the password, rent, and host system. So this will show when people rent or they would return the book, and it is the history and the shopping cart. And here is the class diagram of the 3 sprint. First one, second one, and third one. And the software test, the objective of the software test first is verification and validation. It verifies the software can works well and meets the requirement of user. And the quality, so it should meet the quality standard at first in the plan we made. And the confidence, by doing a lot of tests, so all the team member should become confident to the software and act like custom. So we use the software just as the customer, and through the angle of the customer, we can find the advantage of the disadvantage of the system through the process of using it. Here is different type of software testing. First one is unit test. The unit test will done by development team and test each individual function to ensure it work well. And the integration test is when we done all the unit tests and we put all this together and test them to see whether it would be produce new problems or not. Oh, first, and the next one is the regression testing. This is um, tested work well if we add the new features to the system and if new defect is produced, so we fix it. This is the user acceptance test, so we just find some people to use the software and see if they want some new features or it can meet all their needs and requirements. Oh, this is the testing. This is the testing we gonna make. And it is a procedure of the testing. And this part shows the expected result. Second one, and the third one. This is the report. Finally, we make all the tests successfully. And here it is the software deployment. The first one is system installation. So we choose the proper software and hardware, and we educate and training our team member. And this one, the data conversion we will not use because this is the first project we made. The testing startup we gonna not use because we don't have the old system. Documentation we will record all the things that we need and if to make sure if we want to do more tests or add new feature, we will need that. Software maintenance. So we will keep renewing and fixing problems it made, and we will keep updating it. So this is fix all the bugs or defects, and to make sure it can work very well in the new environment and make it perfect. Try to make it perfect and prevent the new problem appear. And we will keep fixing it and update. So thank you for watching the presentation. Thank you very much.